James Maddison heaps praise on Xavi Simons. Micky van der Ven speaks out on his incredible solo goal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And Spurs' unsung hero from the Champions League win over Copenhagen. Here are your daily Tottenham news headlines. Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name's Craig and here are your daily Tottenham news headlines where I'll be going through all the latest news, rumours and reports. If you're watching on YouTube and are not already as yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can.
Okay, let's get into it. James Maddison has taken to social media to praise Xavi Simons following Tottenham Hotspur's 4-0 win in the Champions League. Simons impressed against Copenhagen, winning Man of the Match award and producing his best display in a Tottenham shirt to date. In the first half, the Dutch international created 3 big chances, the most by any Spurs player in the competition since the 2016-17 season. Following the match, Maddison took to social media to write in the 22-year-old's Instagram comments, "Top today, son." Simons has been struggling at Tottenham up until now, but bounced back from his poor display against Chelsea over the weekend. The youngster will now be hoping that his display was a catalyst to help springboard his career in North London following a rocky start. TBR Football report that Micky van der Ven gave his opinion on his goal when speaking live on TNT Sports post-match. He said, "I started dribbling and I thought that I would see if they would catch me, and they didn't. I'm feeling good. I felt amazing in the sprint. I felt like I could keep going." Christian Romero stayed calm as well for João Paulinia's goal. When I saw him in front, I wondered why he was there. When we thought the red card, I thought it was going to be tough, but we stayed cool and we did what we needed to do and killed the game off. Result has moved Spurs until at least Wednesday evening up to 7th in the Champions League table. The Lily Whites now turn their attention to their meeting with Manchester United on Saturday, which Simons commented on post-match. He said, "Big games coming up. I think we have to enjoy this win tonight, and then tomorrow we go back and focus on Manchester United." Give Me Sport report that while the likes of Xavi Simons and Van der Ven, who provided an assist last night and could have ended up in a more defining display, that's Xavi Simons that is, will get all the plaudits, there was one player who may have gone a bit unnoticed, but it was integral, and that player was Rodrigo Bentancur. The Uruguayan himself has come in for criticism from fans, mainly for Frank's decisions to play him alongside Paulinia in home games for a defensive look to the formation when supporters would like to see more attacking verve. Against the Danish side, however, Bentancur was alongside Pat Matasar and Simons in midfield, and he did all the excellent work behind the scenes that can sometimes go unnoticed. He even had TNT Sports commentator Darren Fletcher at one point saying, "I don't think Bentancur has given the ball away once tonight." That statement was not quite accurate, but it was not far off. Bentancur enjoyed 79 touches in the match, more than any other player on the pitch except Pedro Porro. He enjoyed an 88% pass success rate, with 60 of his 68 passes reaching their expected destination. When it came to the defensive side of the game, he won 3 of his 4 duels and made 6 defensive contributions with 3 interceptions, 5 recoveries and 3 clearances. The Uruguayan is a popular figure in the Tottenham fan base and proved that when he is on top of his game, Spurs tend to be on top of theirs. The BBC report that Tottenham Hotspur produced a sparkling performance to beat Copenhagen 4-0 in the Champions League, with Micky van der Ven scoring a sensational solo goal being compared to Lionel Messi. With Spurs leading 2-0 but reduced to 10 men, the Dutch defender picked up the ball near his own penalty area and surged past a string of Copenhagen players before calmly slotting home past Dominik Kotorski, excuse for the pronunciation. The goal, a remarkable display of pace, power and composure, left fans in and pundits in disbelief. It seemed like Lionel Messi turned into Micky van der Ven, joked Tottenham boss Frank, as his side maintained their unbeaten European run with 2 wins and 2 draws in 4 games. Brennan Johnson opened the scoring in the 19th minute before Odegaard doubled the lead early in the second half. Johnson was later sent off following a VAR review, but Van der Ven's wonder goal ended any hopes of a Copenhagen fight back. João Paulinia added a late 4th while Richarlison struck the crossbar from the penalty spot in stoppage time. The result provided a welcome boost after Saturday's 1-0 home defeat by Chelsea. Van der Ven, who joined from Wolfsburg in August 23 for £34 million, has been in fine form and is fast becoming a fan favourite. It's one of my best ever goals you'll see, said the former England midfielder Owen Hargreaves. He ran past players like they weren't there. And after criticism, Frank praised his side's reaction, saying, "We talked about bounce back mentality. We controlled the game from minute one." But here's my thoughts on all those stories today. In fact, the only story really is that Copenhagen game. I thought it was a brilliant display by Tottenham. Every man on that pitch I thought was outstanding. Brilliant attacking display. And just goes to show we can do it. I think this could be a watershed moment for Thomas Frank. At least I hope so. I don't want us to go back to the defensive style, at least at home. I get where sometimes you'll need that double pivot in the midfield, perhaps against the likes of PSG when we go away, or Arsenal, for example. But on the whole, I think we should be playing like that every week. Give it a go. And we look better with 10 men, oddly enough. Very, very strange game. But I felt it was the most excited I've felt watching Tottenham this season, if I'm honest. And long may that continue. Vicario didn't have tons to do, but you could see him marshalling the players at the back, always shouting, always on their case. Porro, solid in defence. I thought some really good touches. One he brought down over his shoulder in the first half and calmly took the ball away from danger. And some great crosses by Pedro Porro as well. Romero, solid in defence. Van der Ven, of course, what an outstanding goal. We could talk about that all day, but you know, if you haven't seen it, and I can't believe you haven't, but if you haven't, just go and watch it and watch it and watch it. Absolutely outstanding. Love to see players running at pace for the ball, and he's actually going away. That's how fast he is. He was running away from players, and he was dribbling the ball at the same time. Incredibly difficult to do. And what a finish, by the way, for a centre-back. Absolutely outstanding. Udogie, I thought, brought something different on the left. At left back, left-footed, left back playing in his proper position, going forward. I thought he was dangerous as well. Sarr and Bentancur in the midfield, superb. I thought Pat Matar started slowly but really grew into the game, and his endless energy I thought was pivotal in this match. Bentancur has been said man of the match for me personally. I thought he was outstanding. His best game of the season so far, definitely. To see Xavi Simons playing like that last night, he should have had 3 or 4 assists, but for some bad finishing, to be honest, from Rando Kolo he'll be gutted he didn't get on the score sheet. Xavi Simons showed us last night exactly what he's capable of. So I'm so pleased for Simons, and I hope he can continue that good work. Brennan Johnson gets his goal. He always seems to score, doesn't he? Obviously, the downside is he got sent off. Bit of a shame that. In another game that probably wouldn't have been given, but Champions League, the rules seem to be slightly different for that. So Johnson off, but he got his goal. A good performance from him. Randall Kolo I touched on. I thought he was dogged in his work rate. Unlucky not to score. He should have scored. Let's be honest, he should have got at least a couple. But hopefully that goal will come against Manchester United on Saturday. That would be nice. But to see his fitness coming back, because he was out for a little while, just getting his fitness and his sharpness up. Hopefully Kolo will start scoring soon. And of course, on the left, Odegaard, I thought he was good as well. Probably one of his better games for Tottenham as well. Looked very dangerous going forward. Hopefully this will give them all confidence, you know, fingers crossed. And the subs that came on, of course, as well. Paulinho grabbing his goal, and Danzo. The other players didn't really get tons of time on the pitch, of course, but really good to see Paulinho get another goal and have Micky van der Ven as our top scorer as well. It's weird, but you know, if he scores 2 every week, I don't care. Richarlison, a bit unlucky really, and should have done a lot better with 2 of those headers. Dane Scarlett, I thought, was very good when he came on. I would have loved to have seen Dane Scarlett take the penalty, to be honest. He won it. He was dogged when he came on. You could see he was hungry. Just a shame that he didn't get a chance to take that penalty, but Richarlison's going to be screwing about that. You know, he had a chance to score a goal and missed the penalty. Such a shame. But all in all, I thought that was definitely our best display of the season. 4-0. Yes, Copenhagen weren't that good. First 2 goals were defensive errors by the goalkeeper. Bad errors, to be fair. But we took our chances. And that's the key. The amount of shots we had, the amount of shots on target was brilliant. I just want to see us play like this every week. Every week I want to see us. They've proved they can do it. Let's hope we can take it into Manchester United and go on from there. Really enjoyable match last night. And as I say, my most enjoyable match of the season. But get down in the comments, let me know your thoughts on the Micky van der Ven goal and anything else you want to talk about, Tottenham related. And as always, come on you Spurs.